Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy KillamanBaby here, bringing you guys a brand new video. And today we're going to be talking about the Dark Zone in the Division 2. Now, before you hit the dislike or anything like that, and I know the game's only been out for a week, so there's still a lot of improvement, but I'm just going off of what I've encountered in the game and experienced, and I just feel like there's a couple things about the Dark Zone that I really don't like, and I want to see what other people have to think about too, or what they have to say. And I just wanted to kind of voice it out in this video, so let's get into it. So starting off, they broke the Dark Zone to 3 different spots. You have East, South, and Dark Zone West. Now, I've only been in East and South, but I think in the amount of time I've been in there, I can have a pretty good say-so in this discussion. I feel like when they broke apart the Dark Zones, it kind of created less. It's just not smooth. You know, you have this tiny little area, which I kind of get why they wanted to do that. Maybe focus combat a little more and not have it as spread out. But the last Division game, and I'm going to relate to that Dark Zone a lot because I thought it was very successful. There was a lot to do. You had this gigantic area where there was a lot going on, and there was so much for you to traverse and travel around through. But in the Division 2 Dark Zones, I feel like I'm in just this little tiny portion of the map that they gave it, and the 12 player count, guys, is not working. So basically they put a max of 12 players per Dark Zone server, so there's no more than 12 players. And I forget how many was in the last game, but I'm telling you right now, this is not enough players. So that means there are going to be about 3 squads. Maybe, you know, you have some solos, or you have like 2. You're going to have some uneven. But 3 squads typically is going to be in there. And I feel, including yours, and that's not enough. I know the zones are kind of smaller, but I'm going to tell you right now, just looking at the gameplay throughout this video, you see that I don't run into anybody. And it's so annoying because me and my friends, today, yesterday, the day before, we've been looking to go rogue on people, and we've only been able to go on a manhunt once. We weren't even able to go on a rogue status because we couldn't find them anymore, you know. And I think they either need to bump it up from 12 to either 16, preferably I would say 20. I think that would be very interesting. You know, we were extracting, we were trying to get people to get over to us, and we just couldn't find anything, and it was very very annoying, I should say the least. And I think that the player count just really needs an increase. So the second thing about the Dark Zones in the Division 2 are the boss loot. Oh my goodness, the bosses literally drop nothing good. And I'm not saying, oh well, you know, just because you didn't get something good doesn't mean that everybody else isn't. No, I mean, like, they don't drop anything really good on, like, not saying stuff that I don't want to use, just in general, they don't drop good loot. It's disappointing. You'll get 1 item from a boss, you know, and it's like, what am I supposed to do with that? You know, you might get a mod. I've gotten mods, 450 mods that you can't even use because the skill power is so high requirement, and that's a different story. And you'll get like a mod drop off of a boss, and you're like, this is what we just worked to kill, and we got that. So they need to do something with the loot, guys. And that ties into the next point. So the next point are these landmarks. Now, in the last division, there were so many landmarks throughout the Dark Zone. So many. And I get that it was a big area, so there has to be. And in this one, you know, it's a smaller one, but I feel like the landmarks aren't really evenly spread out. And I believe there's like 4 in Dark Zone East. I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like they're so spread out, and it's just not, I don't know. Once again, the loot, the combat in the Dark Zone with the enemies is very crappy. The landmarks don't give me a challenge at all. It's just not what I want, to be honest with you. You know, I want to go into a landmark knowing that, oh, I'm going to get some good loot out of the chest that's there. The chests have given crappy stuff, I'll tell you that. Like I said, not just my luck. You will get horrible items. They need to do something with the loot table. It is completely broken in this game, in my opinion. But like I was saying, though, landmarks just aren't unique. They're not cool. They're not tough at all. I don't know if they're supposed to, how tough they're supposed to be, but I feel like running through them quickly just shouldn't be that easy. And you can see on the screen right here, me and my friends were just looking, we were trying to figure out, all right, what do we do next? You know, there's just nothing to do. So my last and final point talking about the Dark Zone is that there's no incentive for players to go into it. And I think this is another problem as to why there's a lack of players in the Dark Zone. I don't know if there's always 12 players in the server. There's a way to like check your go into social and then see the players that are around you or whatever. But besides that, I don't know how to check if there are players in the server and if it's actually filled with 12. But I can tell you right now, there's just no incentive for people to go rogue, or go on a manhunt, because it's pretty much impossible trying to find people. There's no good loot, and I would rather be doing control points, challenging missions, hard missions, bounties, projects. There are so many other things that you can do end game that just make the Dark Zone not worth touching. And it's disappointing because, you know, I think my loot is pretty good, or what I have, and I've gotten all that outside the Dark Zone. None of that stuff has came from inside the Dark Zone. And I just think they need to really put a more incentivized thing into it. Maybe add some better loot, some exotic drops, because I can tell you right now, the drops on exotics must be very bad. I've talked to a ton of people, have not found any exotics. Let me know in the comment section if you have and how you got it. But no, like I said, this game's only a week and a half old, so I'm not trying to bash it or anything like that, and just keep that in mind. But I just want to let you guys know the Dark Zone is just it's not looking too good for me right now. Hopefully they make some changes to it. I really love this game. Check out the review video. I'll link it in the description down below. Like I said, I think the game is pretty good. It's just the Dark Zone needs an adjustment pretty bad. And one last thing I would like to say is the loot. When you try to pick up a contaminated item, you can't actually view the stats. And for me personally, I see why they did that, but then again, it's like, okay, you know, if you look at it from one perspective, you're like, all right, well, I'm only gonna go manhunt people that have the loot because they probably gonna have some good stuff because they know what they want to pick up, right? So you can see the stats on it, and people are gonna go rogue on you, and then you don't want to lose your loot. I get that, right? But then again, when you get an item and you can't see any of the stats, it's like, what's the point of me picking this up just to waste my time and go dismantle it or go sell it? It's kind of stupid. I mean, you're picking up stuff for what? There's no point in extracting because you're not really getting anything. Oh, if I get a D&H gear piece and it turns out to be just some piece of crap, I don't know, just not good compared to one that I have, then it just makes it not good, and that's another thing that I don't like. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, let me know what you guys think about the Dark Zone and just the Division 2 in general. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm not going to be putting out too many more videos like this. The rest of it is going to be like, you know, gameplays on the raid, maybe some challenging mission walkthroughs, things like that, tutorials, exotic reviews, if I can even get any, things of that nature. So yeah, guys, my name is KillamanBaby, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.